So there are two types of people in this world. People who think that life just happens to them, and people who believe that they are in control of their own life and their own destiny. To be honest, I've been both. So I can definitely tell you that being the person who believes that life just happens to them and they have no control over their situation, it was a much more miserable existence and experience, in my opinion. I was kind of just like unhappy and angry because I literally believe that like life just happened to me. But the truth is, you are in control of your own destiny and you are in control of your own life. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you're going to be able to like take the power back and control your own life. So with the new year, I feel like this is a perfect time to do a little bit of scripting, especially like a big new year script, to write a big old letter. I feel like new years, new months, new seasons are really great opportunities to write down what you want to manifest. And writing something down actually makes it like 40% more likely to happen. And this is not even in like a spiritual sense. This is just in a goal setting sense. If you write down a goal, you're just much more likely to accomplish it because A, since you wrote it down, you're gonna actually remember it and you're not just gonna forget about it. And B, if you wrote it down, you're more likely to hold yourself accountable, because when you physically write something down, you're using different senses. You're like physically writing it down, you're reading it, and your brain is processing it. So you're like processing it on multiple levels, and that repetition will really just get it into your mind, and it really helps get the message to your subconscious, which controls about 95% of your actions. So when you write something down, you're much more likely to start seeing opportunities and connections that can actually take you closer to your goal, and it's just much more likely to happen. And today I want to share with you my favorite little way to script. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to get a piece of paper or a notebook, whatever you want to write with, but I recommend something that like sparks a little bit of joy in you. So for me, that's a cute notebook, a really good pen, little things that makes me happy. But if you really don't care about stuff like that, then it doesn't matter. Like a piece of paper will be fine if that's what works for you. By the way, I also have a cute little law of attraction manifestation notebook on my Etsy store, so I'll link it somewhere if you guys want to check it out. But like I said, it doesn't matter if you don't care. But if you like cute stuff and that stuff makes you a little bit happier, brings you like the tiniest bit of joy, then get yourself a cute notebook. It can just be something you already have. You don't have to buy my notebook, but whatever makes you happy. And what you're going to do is you're going to write as if this has already happened. And I recommend focusing on about maybe 3 to 4 things in one letter, 5 max, because what you're actually going to do is you're going to read this letter over. And this technique is inspired by Life with Lucy, so you guys can check out her videos as well. But personally, I feel like focusing on 3 things at a time is the best way to do it, because what that's going to do is it's going to force you to pick the 3 most important things to you. There's this other technique when you're writing a to-do list where they say you should only write like 3 things. So it's going to force you to think about, okay, what's the most important 3 things that I need to get done today? What's going to bring me the most results if I finish these 3 things today? And it just forces your mind to filter out the most important things, the things that are going to bring you further along. So I'm applying that to this like law of attraction and scripting technique, and just kind of forcing you to pick the 3 most important things to you. So you're going to start with just the first thing, so the most important thing to you. You're going to write something along the lines of, I'm so grateful that this happened, whatever it is. And from there, you're really going to channel the version of you that already has it, the version of you that already accomplished whatever you're trying to manifest. And you're really writing in a past tense as if it's already happened. So you're going to write that, and then the next sentence, you're going to write how that makes you feel. So maybe it's going to make you feel really happy or really full of joy. Maybe you're just really excited about it. Or maybe you are in like a state of disbelief almost because you like can't believe this happened because it's so amazing. And this is a very important step because it's all about the feelings. It's all about tapping into the feelings of what you're going to feel when you have this, because essentially that is the most important part of manifesting, is tapping into the feelings and the frequency of when you already have it. So you're going to write that down, and then the third thing that I want you to write down is what you're going to do now that you already have it. So for example, if you're like manifesting a relationship, let's say you're like, oh, I'm so grateful that I manifested this partner into my life. And then how you feel about it is you feel so loved and blessed and just joyous. to have this experience every day, to be able to have like new experiences and adventures with this person every day. Then the third thing that you're going to write is basically what you're going to do now. So maybe you're gonna write, now we're gonna go on a picnic, a beautiful picnic together, and just like watch the sunset and really just enjoy each other's company. Whatever it is, just like you're gonna take it one step further and make it like more real to yourself by writing down what you're going to do. So for example, if you're manifesting like wealth and abundance, maybe you would write like, now that I have this amount of money in my bank account, I'm going to, I don't know, maybe you'll like buy a nice purse, or maybe you'll get like expensive dog food for your dog. Whatever it is, you're just taking it a step further and making that reality like more real to you, because you're tapping into the energy and the vibration of someone who already has it, and you're kind of thinking about like the next step, what you would do. So repeat those steps for the other 2 things that you want to manifest. Like I said, you can, you know, do up to 5, but I would highly recommend 3, because once you achieve these 3 things, you can always like do more. I feel like it's better to focus on 3 things at a time, because then you're really just putting all your energy into it rather than like, you know, spreading yourself too thin. And then what you're going to do is you're going to read your letter to yourself every day, twice a day, before you go to bed and when you wake up in the morning. This is because your subconscious is like most primed to suggestions when you wake up in the morning and right before bed. And so if you read this right before you go to bed, essentially you're going to be thinking about it as you fall asleep. It might even be like in your dreams. And then when you first wake up and you read about it, then it's going to guide you throughout your day, because in a logical sense, you're basically reading your goals every single day, so you're not like going to forget about them. And again, once you get these goals into your subconscious, when you just go throughout your day normally and you're like on autopilot and 95% of the decisions that you make is like made by your subconscious, it's gonna really help your subconscious to make decisions that's gonna lead you to your goals. And a few tips that I have is to start with things that you believe, that you actually believe is possible and that you actually believe can happen quickly within like 3 to 6 months. Whatever belief systems you currently have now, make sure that it's like either within the realm of your belief system or just like slightly outside of it. Because if you're starting out and you go like really big, it can be a little bit harder if it's not like within the range of what you believe is possible, or it could take longer, which can be discouraging to some people. So I would suggest starting small, because again, you can always, once you get the small things, you can always like expand your belief system, and it's also going to make your mind like really believe that it's possible and that you are capable of manifesting and that you are a powerful creator every time you do it, instead of like, you know, going really big and then it doesn't happen and then you get like discouraged. So I'd say start small, start with the things that you really believe can happen quickly, and then just build from there. Okay, that's it for today's little video. I hope you liked it. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next, and I'll see you next time. Bye!